Coming to you guys live post Uber, post workout. We're recording on the iPad, that's why the format's a little different. But last night, as I was editing up the clip for the day and kind of just thinking over the process of the whole door-to-door thing, while it's an opportunity that I could definitely make more money, the thing is like, I don't need money, I need a network. Realistically, let's say I went out to start go knocking and I made 5K. Cool. Make 5K. I might be comfortable a little bit on money for a while, but it's not like we even want to be comfortable. We would still be in the same predicament, which is not knowing how to leverage the current skills we have for the business we're building to start growing our network and an audience online. Because those are honestly the two biggest things. I need a network more than I need money, and I need an online presence. Really more than anything, I need to be able to network with other people who have large followings. And while I can leverage the skill sets that I have currently to start to provide free value, building a network of my own is also going to be super helpful. So last night I did have a breakthrough as far as how I can actually provide value to people with these skills that we've learned so far. And I think the best way to do that is going to be networking with people who've already released NFT projects. Now, there's a lot of people who they may have had good intentions going into the NFT space, but they just didn't understand how to actually utilize it to their full advantage. There's people who release projects that, while the project may have fallen off on relevancy, they themselves have not. They have themselves still strong followers who still support their businesses and are still interested in the things that they put out online. So the goal would be to start networking with these people. Essentially, we'd be sending out some free stuff to these guys. I'm thinking, honestly, I'm going to just start sending out the smart contract and a basic template that kind of just shows how it could be used if they were to use it with their own projects. Essentially, the idea is they would airdrop the new NFT that I would provide with the smart contract to holders. They could either airdrop it, or they could have people who had already bought the NFT go in and mint it themselves if they want to avoid gas fees, which actually, now I think of it, that might be better. But nonetheless, they can set up a free mint for all their holders. They just pay the gas fees. And from there, once everybody mints their token, they can utilize businesses that are still ongoing that aren't directly linked to the Web3 space, but they can funnel that cash towards the NFT holders. Now, the cool thing about this is, given that they're not necessarily selling something, given it'd be a free mint, that may bypass the whole thing when it comes to securities. I would need to look into this to understand it a little bit better, but essentially, they are offering something for free to people who'd already purchased a product from them. And, typically these guys, with the way Web3 went, these guys had to find other ways to make money online for the last couple of years. So some of them have clothing brands. Some of them have just other ways of making money. They can link some of that cash flow back to their holders. So this is kind of the thought process I've gone through from last night up until now, as far as how we're going to provide free value. And on top of this, I want to make sure that I'm getting out a lot of content, because we've got about a month and a week until Year of the Snake hits. So while we're not necessarily going to be posting a ton, I do want to be recording a lot of content so that it's ready once that time hits. We can just have piece after piece ready to roll out from day one. So I'm thinking, while it would be a fun trip, and while it would be nice to have some extra pocket change, that's really all it is. It's pocket change. And realistically, if I had the money, if I had $100,000, I wouldn't be going out to knock door to door. So I'm just thinking of it more so from the perspective of, more than just the money, given that the network is the most important thing. And I've already joined door-to-door teams where I thought I'd be able to network with top performers and, build some type of relationships that would yield something, and felt like I wasted my time the first time I did it, to be honest. So doesn't mean I didn't walk away with some good connections, but realistically, with my long-term goals, it's more aligned with staying back and working specifically on things that are going to last longer than just, however long the money lasts that I made. So by making content, by making code, And by building relationships, those are things that I can take with me regardless of what field I'm working in. And that's what I'm going to be building on going into next year. So the cool thing is we do have insight as far as the direction we need to head now. Now it's just a matter of getting some more storage space on the laptop that allows to make more of these projects, and then setting up a process to start going out and doing outreach to people who've made their own collections. So we're going to get on that. I'll have some updates tomorrow for the process we'll be using to go about our networking spree. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. Phone just fell, but peace.